So welcome everyone to our Wellness on the Water webinar. What W's in that? Got that one out. I'm Laura. I'm the Marketing Director at the Authentic Cruise Company, and I'm joined this evening by our guest hosts. We have Amy Jo, who is our wellness guru and will be our retreat host. And we have Anna, who is our river cruise partner from AmaWaterways. So together, we're going to give you a bit of a flavour this evening as to what you can expect with our package, what life on board looks like, and what that wellness program will be looking like as well. So Amy will dive into her curated program that she's designed exclusively for the Authentic Cruise Company. And Anna will give you a flavour as to what life looks like on board, as well as touching on the beautiful ports of call that are based with this itinerary. So we're expecting the webinar to last around 30 minutes. So we were saying if you've got any questions, ask them as we go along. There is a chat function, so any questions for myself, Amy or Anna, please ask as you go along and we will be answering those. So just before I hand over to Amy, I'm just going to do a brief overview of the package. So I think Gemma's just going to share her screen so we can just run through the details of our wellness package and what is included. So some of this might be new to some people, others may have already seen some information. So the package we have here runs from the 3rd to the 10th of August this year. As you can see, it's from Germany to Budapest on the 7-night sailing on the beautiful Ama Magna of AmaWaterways. Included in the package, you get your return flights. It's the 7-night full board cruise, which Anna will be diving into more later on so you understand a bit more about what's included with the full board. A choice of excursions in each port, and of course the authentic wellness experience that has been designed and will be hosted by Amy Jo, plus in-destination airport transfers. Now, we do have this exclusive price only for our webinar guests. So this 2,999 is a price that is limited availability and is exclusive for you. So we do urge that if you are looking to book this, that you take advantage of this price point, and you let us know, hopefully this week, before prices may be potentially going up. So this is the details. We'll put the link in the chat as well. So this will direct you straight to the website. And we will, of course, follow up tomorrow with our email as well with all of this information. So just another little bit more about the Authentic Cruise Company as well before I hand over to Amy Jo. So for those that don't know the brand, we are an exclusive luxury cruise travel agent based in Henley-on-Thames. And we work with the luxury river, ocean, expedition and yacht style cruises that focus more on the smaller boutique style experiences. So AmaWaterways is part of our portfolio. Now, not only do we offer our guests exceptional customer service, exceptional value, but we also have our own exclusive loyalty program called the Horizon Club. So we can not only just offer all of the benefits that you'll hear from Anna as well, and all the other cruise lines we work with, we reward our loyal customers. So when you book with the Authentic Cruise Company, you can work your way up through a 4-tier system, starting with bronze all the way up to platinum. And every booking you make with us, it unlocks more benefits and more rewards. And actually, one of the benefits and one of the gifts that we give, which I've got here, after your first booking, you receive this lovely luxury wash bag, which is actually very spacious. It's a nice piece to take away with you as well, so all your toiletries, etc. So this is just one of the little gifts that we like to share with our customers. So anyway, enough from me for now. I will hand over to Amy Jo, who's going to now run through her designed wellness package.
Hi guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining. This is recorded so you can kind of go back to it and get some more information if you haven't joined. It's really nice to see everyone, and yeah, hopefully there's a few faces I know on here. Otherwise, if you don't know me, my name's Amy Jo, and I'm a yoga teacher based just outside of Buckinghamshire. And I've been teaching yoga for about 10 years now, and really started my practice in India, and really kind of came across, all the healing benefits that yoga has to offer. And yeah, over the past few years, I've been hosting retreats all around the world, in Morocco, in France, and recently started a few in the UK as well, day retreats. But this is going to be a really special one. I'm really, really excited to team with you guys and yeah, create something really, really magical for everyone to share. So really, this whole retreat is kind of designed around creating the life you want to live. And this year is, if you're into, Chinese philosophy and Chinese astrology, this year is the year of the snake, which really is all about kind of shedding skins and renewal and personal growth and transformation. And if you've been on retreat, or even if you haven't been on retreat before, you'll experience some kind of transformation. Even if you're into your yoga, it's not very often. We kind of practice 2-3 times a day. So you do tend to see quite a big shift in your yoga journey, which is why it's so lovely to be able to gift yourself, a good week or so. I mean, even over a weekend is so valuable, but a week, giving yourself that time and space to absorb the practice, because there is just so much to learn and so much to go into. So a little bit about me and what I'm going to share with you this week is I'm originally trained in power yoga, and it's a style from a guy called Baron Baptiste. And it's quite a strong vinyasa flow. So there'll be elements of morning power yoga, creating strength, but it is for all abilities, all levels. And I recently discovered, after doing that as my initial training, that actually it's not all about, exerting so much energy and finding so much strength and always being kind of like fast paced, because it is quite a fast paced style of yoga. So I then trained in yin and restorative, which is really more a therapeutic style of yoga. And we will be doing a lot of yin, which is based on your tissues. So it's kind of like a deep tissue massage. If you've ever been for a deep tissue massage, you'll know that it's that kind of like uncomfortable goodness. And this year being the year of the snake, it's about shedding skins and stepping into kind of a rebirth, in a sense. And our bodies, we hold on to so much stuff, over the days, weeks, months, years. We're constantly like absorbing data, experiences, and our bodies are like sponges. And when you come on a retreat, it's an incredible experience and opportunity to understand your body on a much deeper level. And so during these practices, we start to not only work the physical, but we tap into the energetical body. And yeah, really, really give yourself time to absorb the practices. We'll be going through ranging from half-hour meditations in the morning. So if meditation is something you enjoy doing, but maybe you haven't got the discipline yet, or you haven't given yourself the time yet to dive into it, every morning we will have, and these are all optional, if some mornings you want to lay in, you're more than welcome to, but it is encouraged to try and show up for yourself in this way. Morning meditation practice. So over the course of a week, we'll be meditating every single day, every single morning. Classes ranging from an hour to 2 hours, maybe even up to a 3-hour immersion, which is really going to be the heart of our retreat, our Create the Life You Want retreat, which is a life wheel immersion. So it's really about, investing a week of setting goals for yourself, and really learning how to take action within those goals. Because a lot of the time we set goals and we don't take the action. We kind of write things down and have an idea of how we want to change, how we want to grow, how we want to move forward. But actually sometimes the action is the hard part, right? So I'm here to kind of hold you accountable for that, and to help you and nurture you and care for you during this week. And yeah, it's going to be really, really beautiful, really special. I have recently specialize a little bit more in sleep restorative and deep rest immersion. So in the evenings, we're going to have really nurturing, supportive, relaxing, restful practices like restorative yoga, yoga nidra, sound healing with vibration. So really don't think of it as like just a retreat, because obviously you're here for a holiday and an experience and an adventure as well. You know, it's not very often you get to go on retreat and get to see different parts of the world at the same time. So it is really unique experience. So having to be, being able to do all of that and see all these different places and actually feel your best self whilst doing it is incredibly special, I think. So yeah, my details, I'm sure the girls will share them on here. So if anyone wants to get in contact and kind of ask me any further questions or, reach out, I'm here to chat. And yeah, it would be really lovely to talk to some of you who are interested. But yeah, can't wait to see you guys there. It's going to be really fun.
Just one question we actually have had prior to this is it suitable for all levels? Some people that have perhaps never been on a retreat before, is there anything they need to be aware of?
Yeah, really good question. 100% it's suitable for all levels. And, even if you've never practiced yoga before, and it's something you've really wanted to spend some time learning, all the classes are for all levels, suitable for all levels. And yeah, and even if you have injuries and stuff going on and things you want to focus on individually, then I'm also there to kind of help you adapt with that. There's also going to be an option in the schedule. It's totally optional, but you will have the option to maybe have some one-on-one with me. So if there's something you really wanted to learn or break down or have kind of like more personalized tuition with, then I'm going to be there to do the one-to-ones with you as well, if that's something you wanted to do. So yeah, totally up for all levels, all experience. Anyone's welcome.
Brilliant. Thanks, Amy. I think that gives a really good feel for what you're going to be providing for everyone on board.
Yeah, amazing. Can't wait.
I think now then we're going to hand over to Anna, who is going to share some slides as well with us to bring to life the onboard experience.
Absolutely. Let me share my screen with you. So good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us to learn all about this fantastic package that has been put together for you. So just to reintroduce myself, my name's Anna. I'm part of the UK team at AmaWaterways. I have worked in the travel industry for 26 years, and I've been specifically in river cruising for 7 years. It is a product that I am extremely passionate about. I think it is a fantastic way to be able to travel. So before we actually delve in to have a look a little bit more at the ship, day-to-day life, the itinerary, I just wanted to start by talking a little bit more about the river cruise experience, because there'll be many of you that are watching this that perhaps don't know too much about river cruising, perhaps you haven't done it before. So, you want to find out, is it for me? What is river cruising all about? Why should I take a river cruise? And we have a saying at AmaWaterways, which I always love to start with when I'm talking about the river cruise experience. And that is, oceans take you to countries, but rivers take you through them. And personally, for me, what I love most about river cruising is you get to see parts of countries that you just wouldn't see if you weren't on a river cruise. So it just gives you a completely different perspective. The other wonderful thing about river cruising is that when the ships dock, you are right in the heart of the destination. So you are right there in the town or the city. You haven't got to worry about getting a taxi, a transfer, a shuttle bus. You can just walk right into the destination, and you have plenty of time in each to be able to explore as well. For those of you that are perhaps well-travelled, maybe you have done many ocean cruises. River cruising opens up new destinations. So those smaller towns, villages, places you just wouldn't be able to get to if you were on a bigger ship. It's also a really relaxing way to travel. So it is a very slow pace. You haven't got to worry about any motion sickness at all. It's, you know, very, very smooth sailing, and you're on a real small, intimate vessel. And you'll see the ships as we go through, but the wonderful ship that I'm going to talk to you about today takes just 196 guests on board. So for those of you that might not be familiar with the AmaWaterways brand, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about us. So AmaWaterways is a family-owned and operated business. We were founded in 2002 by 3 families. And back then we started with just 1 ship. We've now got 32, and we've actually got the largest fleet of luxury ships on Europe's rivers. Something as a brand that we are probably best known for is innovation, and our owners are always looking for things that are new. They're constantly wanting to innovate the river cruise experience and bring our guests something a little bit different. On the slide at the moment, you can see a series of different images, and these all represent a certain area or where we've been the first river cruise line to introduce them. So, for example, we were the first river cruise line to ever have bikes on board our ships, to introduce wellness hosts, to have twin balcony staterooms. We also have our unique one-of-a-kind ship, which you can see just at the top. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about this ship as we go through, but this is the beautiful Ama Magna. I wanted to run through everything that you get included as part of this wonderful package that's been put together for you. So once you are on the ship, this is everything that is included as part of your package. So all of your dining is included. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, afternoon tea, late night snacks, freshly baked pastries, cookies throughout the day by the chef. We have drinks with meals, so beer, wine and soft drinks with lunch and with dinner. Tea, coffee, bottled water is always available 24/7. We have a sip and sail cocktail hour every day, which is complimentary drinks from the bar. We have complimentary Wi-Fi on board. We have a wellness program of activities on the ship, and all of your shore excursions are included as well. And we give you a choice of excursions each day. So having a little bit more of a look as to what life is like on board the ships. So the first thing to tell you about is our fantastic cruise managers. So every one of our sailings is accompanied by a cruise manager. They are on board with you from start to finish. They are there to talk to you about what is coming up throughout the week, give you more of an insight into some of the excursions on offer. They're available if you would like to ask any questions, if you would like to go off and explore independently and you'd like some recommendations. They are there to help you make the most of your trip. Shore excursions. So I mentioned your shore excursions are included for you, and you have a choice of what you would like to do. Now, with your shore excursions, you can pre-book these before you go, or if you prefer, you can wait to do them on the ship. So before you go, you can download our AmaWaterways app, and in the app, you'll be able to see every single day what excursions are available, the duration of these excursions, are they morning, afternoon? If you are walking or cycling, it will tell you the distance that is going to be covered as well. Now, generally with the excursions, they tend to be half day. So a typical day on your river cruise may look like excursion would leave the ship about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. You'll be back on board for lunch. So the timing on board of the meals is flexible. So we change this every single day. So if an excursion is coming back at 12:30, lunch that day would be at 1 o'clock, for example. In the afternoon, there might be another excursion. You could be sailing on to another destination, or simply you might have some free time to go off and explore the destination by yourself. We try to make sure that there's a really good balance of included excursions, but also that time to either enjoy the scenery and the sailing aspect of river cruising, or to go off and explore independently by yourself as well. With the excursions that we offer, they're not capacity controlled at all, with the exception of the cycling tours. So if everybody on the ship wants to do the walking tour, for example, we'll make sure that we've got enough local guides to be able to do that. If 1 or 2 of you want to do the walking tour, you will go with the guide to do that. So we don't cancel the excursions for minimum numbers either. And you'll always be in a smaller group. So usually no more than about 20 people will be with you when you go off and do your excursion. On a 7-night cruise, we typically have 4 or 5 cycling excursions, and these are a fantastic way to really discover the destination from a different perspective. Now, with the cycling excursions, you do need to book these ones early if you would like to do them, and that is because we have a limited number of bikes on board the ships. So once we've allocated those bikes to the number of guests, we can't accommodate any more on the cycling tours. Now, we allow you to pre-book 2 cycling tours in advance, so you can book up to 2 in the app. If you get on board the ship and you would like to do more cycling tours and do a 3rd or a 4th, if we've got the availability, you will be able to book that on the ship. We allow you to do 2 in advance just to make sure that everybody has a fair opportunity to attend the cycling tours if that's something they're interested in. If you would like to cycle, but perhaps you don't want to do it as part of a tour, you can, of course, take the bikes off independently when they're not being used on one of the shore excursions as well. So if you would like to go off and explore, you are welcome to be able to do that throughout the cruise as well. On board our fleet of ships, we have a wellness host. And the wellness host is responsible for a programme of activities that take place throughout the day. Typically, there would be 6 activities on a day, and these would start fairly early in the morning. So you might have something like an early morning stretching class, perhaps a resistance band class, and then there'll be different activities each day. So it could be circuits or some activity in the gym. We could have yoga up on the top deck. There might be a digestive walk on the sun deck after lunch. So these activities are all available and included for you to join in. They don't need to be booked at all. You will get on board a daily newsletter, and the daily newsletter will let you know what times the excursions are, what times meals are that day, what time the activities are. So all you do is you go along to wherever the activity is taking place. That could be in the gym, it could be up on the sun deck if the weather's nice. So just go along and you can do as little or as much as you'd like to. Our sip and sail cocktail hour. So every single day, as I mentioned, we have an hour where there are complimentary drinks from the bar. We have a cocktail of the day, or if you prefer, you can choose any drink off of the bar menu, which will be complimentary for that hour. And then on to talk about our fantastic ship. So this is the ship that you would be sailing on. It is the flagship in our fleet, the truly wonderful AmaMagna. So the AmaMagna is really, really special. It is twice the width of a traditional European river cruise ship, but it only takes 20% more guests. So 196 guests on board. And there is a real emphasis and feeling of space when you are on board the ship. It really is the perfect ship for this wellness program that has been put together. So the AmaMagna has a wealth of wonderful amenities on board the ship, including 4 fantastic dining venues which are available for you. So we have our main restaurant, which is open for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Breakfast is available between a time window, so for example 7 and 9 a.m. every day, and then lunch and dinner are at set times. So we will let you know each day what time lunch and dinner is. In terms of seating in the main restaurant, it is free seating. So you go to the dining room and you can sit wherever you like with whoever you like. The tables range from 2 up to 10 in size. So you can sit as a couple, you can sit as part of your larger group, however you would prefer to dine. We've also got some alternative dining venues on board for you as well. So we have the Alfresco restaurant, and this restaurant is located at the front of the ship. It's got wonderful retractable windows. It offers light fare, so there's a real emphasis on healthy eating here. Lighter dishes, soups, salads, for example. We've also got Jimmy's. So Jimmy's has been named after one of our co-owners, the late Jimmy Murphy. And this is a really kind of social environment, almost like a gastropub. So there are sharing platters, a really fantastic buzzing atmosphere. And then finally, we've got the Chef's Table, which is our specialty restaurant. And the Chef's Table is a 7-course dining tasting menu. We have within our Chef's Table an area where you'll be able to see the chef preparing the food. So you'll see your meal being prepared, dished up and served to you there. The Chef's Table we allow you to go to once during your cruise, and reservations can be made on board at reception. Also on board the Magna, there is a small cinema. We've got plenty of seating. So we've got a main lounge area, which is where you'll find the bar and entertainment. We've also got these smaller areas as well, which we call the library. So there are books here. It's, nice if you'd like to just sit and chat rather than be in the big main area. And we have a gift shop on board as well. And then up on the top deck of the AmaMagna, we have got a pool. We've got a pop-up bar. And we've also got something very unique, which is a full-size pickleball court. So if you would like to, you are very welcome to join in for a game of pickleball, or paddle as we call it. You can make bookings for the pickleball court on board at reception, and these are available in 30-minute increments for you to book and go and enjoy a game, up to 4 of you at a time. Moving on to show you our fantastic Zen Wellness Studio. So as you can see, we've got spin bikes on the back of the ship. This is the gym from the inside looking out. So again, you've really got that emphasis on space. And this is one of the bars. So we've actually got 5 bars on board. And this is the Zen Wellness Bar, which is like a juice bar. It's a fantastic place to go and sit and relax, perhaps before or after you might want to get a treatment done. We have got a hair salon on board. There are 2 massage rooms as well. So if you would like to use either of these services, these are at a nominal extra charge, which would just go onto your onboard account. And then to introduce you to our beautiful staterooms that you would be staying in on board the ship. So all of our staterooms are beautifully appointed. They've got in-room amenities such as slippers, robes. We have your television, which has got on-demand movies, music. You've got your toiletries, you've got bottled water, which is replenished daily. So they really are, they're beautiful and extremely comfortable for your stay as well. And then finally, just to talk a little bit about some of the fantastic destinations that you will get to see over this 7-night cruise. And you can just see here some of the particular highlights. So the opportunity to go out and cycle, explore by bike, fantastic way to see these places. Budapest. So Budapest, when I was on the Danube, was a real highlight for me. I actually started my cruise in Budapest and we sailed out at night. So we got to see Parliament building all lit up, like you can see here, which is absolutely beautiful. And just to give you a flavour of the itinerary and just to highlight some of the things that are included for you, and also to show you again just the choice of as well. So it isn't a case of there's one excursion included per day. You choose what you would like to do. And we've got a real mix throughout the cruise, as you can see. We've got various hikes if you're interested in being a little bit more active. You can see the number of different bike tours that we've got on offer. We've got city tours as well. So if one day you'd like to go off and you would prefer to go on the coach rather than on foot, you've got a real opportunity to mix it up and explore in a variety of ways as well. We've got a real mix of this itinerary of those larger cities, so places such as Budapest, Vienna, Bratislava, and then your kind of smaller, more traditional places as well, such as the wonderful Wilshofen in Germany, which is where we do our very own Oktoberfest, but we do it year round. So we've got a fantastic area just off the ship where we will take you off and we've got a live band, there's music, dancing, bratwurst, beer tasting. It's a really fantastic social way to immerse you into the culture, and it really kickstart your river cruise for you as well. So hopefully that's given you a flavour of the itinerary, the ship, what a typical day might look like on board. I just wanted to thank you again for taking the opportunity to tune in and just learn a little bit more about this truly fantastic programme that's been put together. And I just want to see if we've got any questions that I could answer for you as well.
So I think, Anna, we did have, again, one sent earlier around sort of how much time in port people generally get. And obviously I know that will differ, but just to give a bit of a flavour.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So there's plenty of time in every destination. As you say, it will differ depending on where you are. Generally, you will spend more time in the bigger cities because these are the places where people do want to go off independently. And there, of course, is more for you to see and do there. With this particular itinerary, if we're thinking about those bigger cities as well, you have got overnights in some of these. So when we're thinking of Vienna, when we're thinking of Budapest, for example, you have got overnights here. So plenty of time to be able to go off and explore as well as doing the excursion. And typically with Budapest on this itinerary, you would arrive around the afternoon time, about 2 o'clock, for example. You've then got the rest of the day there. the ship stays there overnight. Some of the other places, if we think of somewhere like Bratislava, to give you an example, generally you would arrive again in the afternoon, perhaps about 2 o'clock. Ship would be there until about 11 p.m. in the evening. So plenty of time to be able to explore. If we are sailing overnight, or if, for example, we're leaving late in the evening, like I just mentioned with that one with 11 p.m., you are, of course, welcome to go off the ship. So you might like to have your dinner and then just get off the ship, you know, go for a walk, maybe find a local bar to have a drink in. So because we've got that benefit of being right in the heart of the destination, as long as we're in port, you're able to get off and explore by yourself as well.
Thank you so much, Anna. We are literally running just out of time. So I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up now. We'll, like I say, send the recording out tomorrow, and we'll be, I'm sure, having some more questions come in that we can put to both of you. So I would like to say thank you to both of our hosts. I hope you've enjoyed the webinar, and I hope we've inspired you to come and join us on the river retreat. So all the details to get in contact you'll see on the screen.